I mean, Merfolk Looter existed long before Stargazer too, but like, you know, details. Yeah, so there's no reason for me to have played out the tap shard last turn. Alright, so he's just doing that. I'm just going to martyr him. Get it out of here. That's great for us. Now we get to have counter magic up, and he's got no board, and we've got our 1/1 clock here. Stargazer would be an ideal draw. Now we're going to play this out because we just have counter magic up, and that's all we need. So next turn we'll play the Howling Plains Bluegrass for another Sapphire. I guess we don't have Peak in our deck right now, so we don't have to max out Sapphire too much. It might be worth it to shuffle just the Martyr in here. I don't do that very often, but like we have a lot of charges right now. I might, I'm not sure if I want to Counter Magic or Time Ripple, whatever he does. Probably Counter Magic just to get Counter Magic plus draw a card into our deck. One of these have draw card staple on it. Soul Marble. Yeah, we're gonna counter that and make his other Soul Marbles cost more, I think. That card's very potent. And if we find an action at some point, it's gonna say draw a card on it because we have the Thunderfields here. But unfortunately, we're just gonna keep drawing shards. That's why Stargazer is beautiful and looting is a powerful effect. Get to fix your credit draws. So ship in here. Thankfully, he doesn't have. We're not under any pressure, so we're ideally going to live to the part where we get to start seeing cards that draw cards. So. My 5-color deck is based around Stargazer. Yeah, I saw. I caught part of the Friday night casting Coliseum when I was when we got to Louisville while the Open was. Oh, at least he's missing shard drops. I don't know what's in his hand. His hand's probably just like full of counter magic. We're just gonna like sit here and keep poking him with the Thunderfields here. Generally speaking, in terms of TCGs, Screw beats Flood in terms of theory, so hopefully we stop flooding so we can keep up with him. Because he's got, you know, at least 6 spells in his hand, basically. He's bouncing my Thunderfields here, sure. He chose not to. Alright, well, we're just gonna Time Ripple that. So hopefully we hit a cantrip this turn to then activate Winter Moon's ability on Time Ripple plus cantrip. Good. Seriously? I want to draw actions that draw cards enough that I think we might die with a bunch of charges, so I'm just going to put this one back into the deck at this point. Getting a little frustrated. This deck's only playing 23 resources at that too, so we play less resources than most of these Winter Moon decks. Winter Moon's normally on like 22 plus Chlorophyllias. Damn it, you got it. Hopefully he'll just keep sweet. Something that says draw a card. Not a shard, not a shard. Alright. Prophesize. Alright, I'm gonna bounce his monument and draw. He might counter magic this actually. Just because it draws upon resolution. Alright, sure. So that was the prophesized one, not the one that we shuffled back into our deck. I'm going to go ahead and play out Stargazer here. I can see this he didn't counter magic. Nope, alright, sweet. Is he going to get martyred or something at end step? Yeah. That's pretty powerful. So we've got one card to his 7 all spells. One of them's a monument that we time rippled, so at least we know that. It's possible. Yeah, I think I was supposed to shuffle this time ripple back in last turn, just because it already draws a card because it was prophesized. And then it would be drawing 2 cards next time we find it. Come on, Arcane Focus. Alright, well, time ripple. Put my ripples back in my deck. Beat down with Matutu. I think without the peaks, we're a little bit too light on cards that go to the discard pile. So I do think I want to cut the peaks because of how the shuffle interacts with our prophecies, our prophesized cards, but I'm not sure what I want to replace them with. I think it needs to be something else cheap that goes to the bin. Yeah, you have an Angel of Dawn. He keeps leaving 2 up, so does he just like have a verdict of the Ancient Kings he's representing? Or is that just like how things have worked out for him? Alright, Lullaby. So we're getting hit for 4 this turn, and then next turn we can Lullaby. I'm assuming there's just a pile of counter magic in his hand, which is unfortunate. Getting hit for 5 this turn now. If he doesn't have counter magic next turn, we can have a reasonable shot. Arcane Focus, alright. Into another Arcane Focus, so we can use Winter Moon's ability and shuffle these back in. Into another Lullaby, so if he has counter magic for the first, we can play a second. I think he has more Martyrs. More Martyrs would be good than anything else. I don't think we really care about that. Yeah, we could just play Oracle Song. That's definitely true. If he copied the deck completely, there's 3 verdicts in the sideboard. I thought we saw counter magic out of him. But the 2 represents... Okay. So he attacks with both. He casts Lullaby. Alright, well that's sweet. Resolved, so that reverts this. We don't take any damage. Soul Marble, sure. Deck thinning is super minimal. Like, that's like saying the tiers thin out your deck too. Like, it's still essentially a resource. Like, the amount of thinning is super, super minimal. Well, it's a good thing we reverted Reese, otherwise we'd be dead this turn instead of next turn. Yeah, you got a Buccaneer. I'm assuming this is actually going to bounce this time. Yeah.
You got this, your Baba. You worked so hard for it.
Alright, so we're like on cantrips and the lullabies the out here, and then like chain a bunch of lullabies together.
What are you doing? Ready, set, go!
Just draw a shard and die.
You good boy?
Yeah, there we go. There's the shard and die.
Ah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day, folks. Thanks for hanging out. We'll work on this deck some more later. We went 2-3 in this gauntlet. I feel like we got really unlucky in a couple of those matches that we lost, but one of them we just got run over. Deck's kind of sweet. I don't know. I definitely don't like peak. I think maybe if we cut peak and lowered the curve some more, I could also cut some resources from the deck. There's 23 resources in it right now, which might be a little bit high considering we basically just like have these guys at the top end and we're mostly 1 and 2 cost things. So things to think about. This deck might not even be very good either, but it's I like casting Brown Fox out and I like activating Stargazer, so it's fun to play at least. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate that. Follows me at a new sub today as well. So subs and follows are the 2 best ways to support the stream. Peace, folks.